Hey fellas, this is Robbie speaking,
And I'm the Chan Man.
and we are going to do another episode of What's
New?
New?
That is right. Well, we're in sync with that one.
Alright,
But yes, we are back with another episode of What's New. We are going to be looking at the Summer 2024 anime list. It is hot as heck, so hopefully the animes will be the same as... Yeah. Alright, that was terrible. But, yes, so we are doing our usual. We are on livechart.me, links in the description as always. But this is the series where we look at new animes, returning animes, and we just give you guys our opinions on what we think. And, you know, again, our opinions are not everybody's, but we just wanted to show what's new and possibly what's going to happen. So, let's get started.
I bet you want to talk about this one.
Alright, so yeah, I'll talk a little about this one. Alright, so the first one I'll talk about is the return of Oshinoko Season 2. Now, I haven't seen a lot of this yet, but I do know it. Basically it's a series where there's two authors of it, and they're both authors of the Two Lovers series, as well as Kaguya-sama's Love is War series. This is essentially the second season of this series, which is basically it's about this idol. She actually has kids, and there's a doctor who actually is her doctor, and he finds out she's pregnant, and he's a huge fan of the idol. Then the doctor, he actually passes away, and he actually gets reincarnated as the idol's new baby, actually.
Yeah.
Yep, it's him and a twin sister, and they get older, things happen, and they kind of become the next kind of potential, singer idol group. It's a very weird series, but I personally like it. And I'm surprised they have a season 2. I think the first season of it was probably a year ago, actually, I think. We did talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I can't believe that first season came out, last year.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but, I mean, definitely something to look forward to, and I think if they do a good job with it, I think it's the same studio that's doing it, Doga Kobo, and I look forward to it. Let me talk about this one.
Do you know this one?
Oh, yeah. Alright, the next one I'm going to be talking about is something I never would have thought was going to come back, and that is this one, The Tower of God Season 2.
Oh, no, why did I not read that right?
Yeah, so what this series is, the original first series of it actually came out back in 2020. 2020,
Jeez.
And I actually did watch all of this, because this was around the time of the pandemic, if you guys remember it, but I watched all of it. I really liked it. And what's different about this also, it's a digital manhwa, which is Korean manga, and this was the very first digital manhwa to ever get an anime adaptation.
Really?
Yeah, the other one was The God of High School, and then the other one was like a vampire series. I don't know what the vampire series is, I think, but this is essentially the first ever manhwa to get an adaptation, but it's a little bit different. But before that, let me read the synopsis. Ja Wongnan can't seem to pass the 20th floor. Even after falling time and time again, he refuses to give up. On his journey, he meets a mysterious and powerful character named Viola. Wangnan invites Viola to join his team of regulars. Their journey continues with new challenges at every turn. So what's different about this is that it's kind of new characters being shown. Eventually, I think we will get a return of the old characters, because the old characters will still get their redemptions after. If you've seen the ending for the first Tower of God, that ending was one of the biggest betrayals I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I have not seen it, so don't spoil it.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm very happy to see it. The only issue I have is the first season was done by a different studio, and this one's done by a different studio. Because like I said, it's a really different style of animation they did for the first season, and now that the fact that it's a different studio doing it is that it makes me a little nervous. But I've seen the trailer, I think it looks actually pretty good, but I do highly recommend you read it. It's really good.
Okay. We just went from manga adaptations, from light novel adaptations to an anime adaptation of DC Comics. Sort of.
Yep. And this has got to be the first time the source is the comic book. And I cannot believe this is real.
I mean, there have been some comic book adaptations, like some anime adaptations of comic books before, but I mean, I've heard Marvel's done before too, but that's like a long time ago, and I don't think they've reached that type of success. But this might, however, and I mean, DC Comics really wants to make this. They really want to go to the next level. And,
Exactly.
And this is like 1 to 3 episodes, like 3 episodes.
No, there's more episodes. It's just they're gonna be showing all 3 episodes at that time.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so this is like OVAs instead?
Nope.
Alright, I'm getting mixed up here. So, this is an isekai. However, this is one of those isekais I'm not bored of at all.
No way.
Because it doesn't sound like anything we've gotten before. I mean, yes, we've gotten comic book adaptations before, like, for many, many years, but nothing like this. Nothing where you combined a comic book adaptation with an anime genre.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we're going to read the synopsis of this. I mean, we all know the Suicide Squad and all that, but, but we don't know this story. In the crime-ridden city of Gotham, yep, Amanda Waller, the head of Argus, has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission. Harley Quinn, obviously you gotta have Harley Quinn for the Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, and King Shark. These supervillains are sent into an otherworldly realm that's connected to this world through a gate, and it's a world of swords and magic, where orcs rampage and dragons rule the skies. An isekai! With lethal explosives planted in their necks, there's no running or hiding, and failing the mission means a one-way ticket to the afterlife. Can Harley Quinn and her crew? Why does it have to be Harley Quinn and her crew? Like, why can't
right.
Why can't it just be the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, right.
Can Harley Quinn and her crew conquer this perilous isekai realm? Brace yourselves for the pulse-pounding saga of the elite task force known as the Suicide Squad, as they embark on a jaw-dropping adventure. And this is done by Wit Studio, so I mean,
which I'm shocked because Wit Studio is really notorious for some great animation, and I love. Oh wow, it's on Hulu. That's gonna be easy. But yeah, this is. At first, again, I thought I would have never expected in my life. Well, technically, we got a Ruby anime from Japan.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that this came up. Well, also they did do the Star Wars kind of.
I know, but I still want an actual Star Wars Mission anime series.
Yeah, but that's another discussion. But
yeah,
but the fact that they're literally taking the same story as how again Amanda Waller she processes and makes the Suicide Squad out of these criminals, and just like kind of giving them a purpose to actually do something, but under her jurisdiction. But now the fact that they send them to a different world, isekai, just like that changes things because now it's basically they're in new territory, and they're just doing now their own thing in a different realm. I think that's awesome. I think it's great.
Now they're gonna get. Now, we know in, like, other isekais, usually the main characters get, like, power-ups. So will Harley Quinn get a power-up? Will she be, like, the Kirito?
Maybe. The only thing that I think they picked a fair team. Harley Quinn, I think that's a good choice. Deadshot, good choice. Peacemaker, I'm a little judgy on that one. Because, honestly, all the guy is just a muscly dude. John Cena. And then Clayface, I can see he has a lot of potential because Clayface is pretty strong. And King Shark, again, he can kind of talk to fish, I think, and he does have strength, and he can swim really fast and all that.
I'm used to Sylvester Stallone doing that voice.
Yeah. And then the fact that also in the poster, you even see the Joker, too. You even see Katana, I think her name is, or Cortana.
Yeah, you see her in that, but she's not mentioned in the scripture or anything, synopsis.
Yeah.
So
And
I
plus
wonder how she's going to fit in this.
Yeah, plus you do see other characters, but those will probably get introduced later. But I think, honestly, this is going to have high potential.
I think so, too.
There is one I am going to talk about. All right, so this is the next one I'm going to talk about. And,
So, Chandler.
Okay.
So, we're looking. I mean, this is gonna be a good one, but this anime studio, I want to hear you say it.
Okay. Okay, so obviously, if you guys don't know it, this is Fairy Tail, the 100-Year Quest version. This is done by Studio JC Staff, which it's a studio that I still do respect, but it's more of I have very mixed emotions for it. And the reason why is JC Staff is not really known for their high-quality action fighting stuff. Other studios that did the Fairy Tail adaptations in the past, they've done that. But the fact that JC Staff took it, I think it's very ballsy, honestly, in my opinion. But they still made the characters look like the characters, but
it still looks like Fairy Tail.
It's just they also did the Eden Zero series, which I think they kind of made them a little bit softer because Fairy Tail has a lot more sharper corners and stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. But let me read the synopsis to you so at least you know what the 100-Year Quest is. Natsu, Lucy, Happy, Urza, and the whole Fairy Tail Guild are back in action again. And they've decided to tackle the 100-Year Quest, a job no one's dared take on since the founding of the guild more than a century ago. A mysterious town, a baffling spirit, a ghastly new enemy, and a brand new continent to explore. Well, actually continents, but I'll explain that later. When you're with real friends, the adventure never stops. Now, the first thing I'm going to mention is I have read all of the 100-Year Quest. I know it like it's the back of my head.
I've never read it.
Yeah, obviously, because, again, I've been a huge fan of Hiro Mashima's work all the time. I love Fairy Tail. I love Eden Zero. Even the new series, Dead Rock, you and I just talked about.
Yeah.
They've even done Rave Master, which I need to try to get into that, but it's just hard to find nowhere to read it. But, yeah, I've been a huge fan of Fairy Tail ever since.
Same here.
Ever since. And it's just one of those animes I've always loved. I know there's a lot of people in the community that they don't like it, but I personally do.
Like, oh, it's the power of friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's happened so many other times in animes that came before it. Well, there's also too much fan service.
Exactly.
Well, there's a lot of other fan service in the other animes. So
exactly.
if you're going to defend, those series, then,
exactly.
you're a hypocrite.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, okay, so back to explain what the 100-Year Quest remains without spoiling. Basically, this takes place after the war of Fairy Tail with Seraph and everything, and now Natsu and his friends are now in this new adventure. So basically, Natsu's mentor, Gildarts. He actually took part in the 100-Year Quest as well, but he said it was the one quest that he can never succeed in. So,
really?
Yep. So because he's more powerful and all that, so this is a quest he couldn't tackle because it was very difficult. And so Natsu decides to take part in it. And so what the 100-Year Quest takes in, without spoiling as much as I can, but this is from the first few chapters. What makes the 100-Year Quest difficult is that it's a job that is actually over 100 years old.
Right.
So it's actually very old. What it entitles is that there's this guardian, and you have to sign a special contract where you cannot tell anyone what the quest is. What the quest entails is that there are actually 5 dragon gods, each of one different element. There's a water, a fire, a wind, a wood, and the other one, I think a steel one, but I kind of don't remember. And what the 100-Year Quest takes is that you actually have to defeat all of the 5 dragon gods to help save and balance the world, I think. And so basically you're just defeating these dragon gods and maintaining world peace or balance in the universe, kind of. That's kind of what the 100-Year Quest is. But these dragon gods, they're so insanely strong. They're so, like I said, they're basically gods. They're impossible to defeat.
Yeah.
Well, where I am, it's a little bit different. But again, I've read all of the manga. So
I haven't seen it, so I'll probably watch this. I mean, the ending. I mean, I shouldn't call it the ending now, but the war with Seraph. I mean, it was okay.
Okay, this is one I'm going to talk about because I kind of know a little about it. And this is My Wife Has No Emotion. This is done by Tezuka Production, which is the same studio, I believe, that did the Dororo series.
I thought, but when I heard
when I looked at the title, Boko, I thought it was like Boku no Pico. I was like,
You're not even close.
I was like, you gotta talk about this, man. I'm not touching this.
Oh my god. No, this is completely different. Oh my god. But let me read the synopsis and you'll see what it is. Takuma is a single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home. Sounds like me. It just sounds just like me. Too tired to do chores,
Motorcycle.
He decides to get a robot to cook and keep house. Mina-chan is such a good housekeeper. Takuma jokes that she should become his wife. Mina takes Takuma's joke seriously, and slowly the two start doing more things together, like having a picnic outside. As times go by, Takuma starts to fall for Mina. But can a human and a robot ever have an equal loving relationship?
Why not?
Yeah. So this is more of like you're the typical guy who just doesn't go out, always just works and just goes home to a dirty house and all that, and he just decides, I don't want to take the energy to find an actual girl and all that. He just decides to get a robot, and then over time, it sounds like the robot is starting to now actually feel the emotions for this guy, and I've looked at the manga a little bit for this series, but it looks interesting, and I think honestly, it might have decent potential. I think. I mean, again, it's weird. Yes, it's weird, but I think it's kind of cute. I mean, like I said, I'm very picky when it comes to relationship, like romance anime. I'm very picky with it, but who knows? Maybe I'll like it. But the art style actually looks pretty fantastic. Anything?
On this?
Yeah, you've been quiet.
No, I'm trying to think of something like what to say. Good for them.
All right, smart guy, you pick.
Let's see.
Here, use the arrow instead, so that way we're not pressing it. Hell no. No, fuck you.
God, we're not talking about Rick and Morty. That doesn't even look like an anime.
No, don't even put that in the video.
I'm not, guys. So, fuck, I want to talk about this. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you read the series or no?
No, I don't even know what this is.
It's Elusive Samurai.
Oh my god, now I know what it is. Okay, yeah, you talk about this.
Have you read the series or no?
A little bit.
I have the manga for this one. Let me get the manga real quick.
Wait a minute, is this done by the same author as Assassination Classroom?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh my god, now it looks familiar to me.
I can't get out.
Can't get out.
I want to get my manga real quick for this.
Yeah, I cannot, because I thought it was called something else.
Alright, the Elusive Samurai. So I only have the first volume, as you can see, and I only got the first few chapters of it, and it's good. I forgot to read more of this because I've been distracted by other things, as I have with other manga, but this is really fucking good.
I did not realize this got an anime adaptation.
Yes, it finally did. I was, surprised. It seems like only yesterday I only read the first few chapters, and it's a really good series, guys.
And it's also done by the same author that gave us Assassination Classroom, which is Assassination Classroom is one of my top 3 favorite anime of all time. I even have the complete manga set that I bought 4 or 5 years ago. Literally, that was one of my most expensive things I bought at the time. But no, I mean, the fact that this is now getting an adaptation, it's awesome. But
I'm surprised you didn't know it's by the same person.
Well, again, it's just it's been a little bit. I don't read everything, but still.
Still, though, this is, again, you said yourself it's one of your favorites, so.
Well,
I've seen the trailer for this. It looks really good.
Well, the anime is my favorite. Just I'm still not familiar with. It's just again, the manga artist. I never said he was my favorite.
Well,
still,
maybe he'll be your new favorite if you like this series.
Maybe, but
it might be the next Harold Marshmallow for you. Who knows?
Maybe, but yeah, read the synopsis.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, in medieval Japan, 8-year-old Hojo Tokiyaki is the heir to the Kamakura. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Heir.
Shogun. Oh, what did I say? Heir?
Yeah, you said hair. It's heir.
Oh, Jesus! It is the heir to the Kamakura shogunate.
Yeah, H is silent.
Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
But the Hojo clan is in decline, and Tokiyaki, I think it is. Tokiyuki, peaceful days of playing hide and seek with his teachers come to an abrupt end when his clan is betrayed from within. The lone survivor of his family, Tokiyuki, is the rightful heir to the throne, but to take it back, he'll have to do what he does best: run away.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I butchered this, guys. I apologize, but this is just. I shouldn't say it's a good series because I've only read the first 2 chapters, but the first few chapters are really good. I think it takes off pretty well, and it's an adventure historical series, and so
yeah, you can definitely tell it's definitely historical.
Like, this is a series that kind of go, instead of just being like your powerhouse shonens or whatever, it tries to go down a route where, take Rurouni Kenshin for example, where it didn't have power-ups or anything. It was just this dude with a sword just fighting and everything, which was badass enough. And I mean, I don't know like the whole extent of this series. I don't know if this kid's gonna pick up a weapon or anything or whatever, but I think it does have that historical fiction aspect that Rurouni Kenshin had.
It really does when you look at some of the pages of that.
Yeah, look forward to this, guys.
This one's a little bit more interesting. This one I think is really funny. This is Kinnikuman Perfect Origin Arc Episode 0. Well, technically, if you see the American version, it's called The Ultimate Muscle.
This is an OVA because it's at Episode 0.
Yeah, so this is an OVA one, which I kind of want to talk about because this was one of those animes I have been thinking about watching because it's such an old series. And I actually mentioned this in one of my quiz videos as a question, and I tried to watch it, but then it just was weirdly disconnected. But this is basically, there's a kid who his father was the kingdom, and it's like heavy duty like combat sports and wrestling. So it's a wrestling themed anime, and basically the son he gets trained and he starts developing like this ultimate skill called the Ultimate Muscle, that's what the show's titled, to become like the most powerful, defeat evil supervillains. It's so funny. But yeah, it's a weird anime, but it's a funny one, and I respect it. Like, again, I haven't watched it, but I do plan on it. But yeah, I mean, I give it a try, honestly.
Okay.
I'll let you talk about this one.
Do you know this one?
Nope.
Okay, Delico's Nursery. Okay. 48 days. Oh, this is going to be a while. August 7th. Okay. 2 days after my birthday.
Yep, and this is done by JC Seth. This is a child care fantasy vampire, which is interesting tags.
Okay. Hailing from the prestigious noble house of Delico, Dali Delico is an elite member of the Blood Pact Council with a promising future. When the Blood Pact Council, the highest governing body for the vamps, assigns a special mission to Dali, he flatly refuses it. Having lost patience,
Gerhard,
Dino, and
Henrik, family no names better than me, who are also council members, serving the same term as Dali, rushed to the house of Delico to assuade him. What they witness there is Dali taking care of an infant himself. Meanwhile, there has been a series of mysterious murders targeting vamps. Can they find the right balance between the absolute mission and childcare in this magnificent gothic world? So this is basically like vampires. This is vampires that are being targeted for these crimes, and now they're actually taking care of human kids. Now they're in a daycare. That's kind of interesting, actually. I love the vampire genre, honestly. I think this is interesting. I think honestly, it sounds very interesting.
I mean, I thought it was gonna get into something like, oh, what am I reading?
Yeah, but no, I think honestly, I might give this a try, honestly. But yeah, I like how it looks. 4.
Yeah, there was some interesting titles, and you already know what I'm looking forward to. You already know what Chandler's looking forward to.
Exactly. I mean, there doesn't seem to be a lot of top tier stuff, but I mean the stuff that will show, I might be interested in. But again, all these different titles are just what we thought, and just we didn't get a chance to talk to all of them, but hey, maybe we will in a future video and all that. But yeah, like I said, I love making this series. It's always fun, and hopefully the next season of fall will be better because that's my season. I love the fall. And
what is there animation you're looking forward to that season, or?
Well, if the rumors are true, hopefully the next of Bleach.
Oh yeah, fuck, we need that.
Exactly. But yeah, like I said, that'll be the discussion for another video. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes, thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments down below on what you are looking forward to in this season. I mean, just let us know whether it's Fairy Tail, Elusive Samurai,
even Naruto, Suicide Squad,
even Rick and Morty. I mean, even though we're not looking forward to it, you can still post it if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess that's pretty much it, though. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, thumbs up. Again, there's the links in the description down below for you to check out. I also have a book that's on the way, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Did we miss anything else? Or?
Nope, I don't think so.
Alright, I'm Rob A.
I'm Chan Man.
And may the Anime Force be
with you.